I told you the game industry is changing. I tried to explain to you what was going on. And here is the shot. And department. Next department. That's why I didn't add any kind of one of the ways that was little suspense there. That it was the gaming department, but the physical gaming department, and about 8%, about maybe around 100,000 employees plus, give or take, will be losing their jobs or going differently. Hopefully, going to different divisions. But we're going to go ahead and say they're losing their jobs, make it easier for all of us to understand. And why is that? Well, it's simple. Because Xbox isn't Microsoft doesn't need them anymore. I've been saying this, guys. The digital revolution has casualties, and here's 1900. And now I say 100,000 employees maybe will lose their job within probably this year, next year. Okay. Not only the fact that the physical gaming department and Microsoft is being purged throughout the going after Activision and Blizzard, and yes, understandable. In acquisitions like this, you do have bursts of layoffs. It happens in any acquisition. You kind of know when big company is going to buy other big company. People are given the trickle down effect, where everything trickles down to the little stiffer. The executives get golden parachute. You who are making the game or making the whatever you're making get let go. Get your walking papers, and now you get sent home. You have all this knowledge in physical game design. It could have been, it said physical game. It could be people who make the disc. It could be people who make the cartridge. I mean, make the cases. It could be person who are sitting on the assembly line, packing the, the games into a box. They didn't really specify and say, but I've been saying this, guys, for years and years and years. If you support digital distribution, if you're supporting the revolution, there will be casualties. In every revolution, there's casualties. There's war and casualties. And here we are. The first shot fired from the tank of Microsoft, launching its war against physical media. It's being picked up by other YouTubers eventually. I'm one of the smaller ones that got whiff of it early. Um, Not to say that I'm some big shot person, but I read a lot of this stuff. Read about GameStop closing 500 more stores. No one cares about GameStop; they're dead anyway. But, I mean, it's going downhill, folks. When Walmart, the big stuff, when a big company like Walmart, is getting rid of their games. And I went to Walmart yesterday to buy some stuff, and even today, their game department has a lot of clearance stuff on Microsoft products, and a lot of it's pretty new games. They're sitting there. Okay. So obviously, if the games are still sitting there, the clearance stickers on a lot of these brand new games that just came out, that's telling me that Microsoft is pulling out of really pulling out of everything that's physical. And we're like, oh, well, it's just some joke. No. When they shut down a physical gaming division, and it could be just made programming. Maybe the programmers are safe. They're going to be, programming digital stuff. I mean, that's fine. But the working stiffs who are behind there, who are packing the games, into the box, who had the job maybe starting at Microsoft day one, 2001, they were starting taking the games, putting them into the, you know, into the boxes. Now are getting their walking papers saying, guess what? Now you're out of a job. The game you had got to be here for 20 something years, 10 years, is no longer here. No longer here at all. And you got to go work at McDonald's or whatever you're going to work at now. All because Well, because the digital, the digital revolution has taken off. I think the biggest problem is with a lot of people who are going for digital revolution don't understand the casualties in every war. This is a big casualty, folks. 1,900 people are losing their jobs. Blizzard, Activision Blizzard, and Xbox employees and its gaming department are losing their jobs. Now, granted, maybe some game programmers will probably go to online, or going to the digital area, and that's fine. I'm more worried about the guys who are in the back, who are in the receiving area and shipping area, who now are probably going to get trickled down, lose their jobs too now. Because if you ain't shipping out nothing but consoles, and you don't need 500 people and receiving to ship out the games and consoles anymore, only consoles now, it kind of sends a shockwave saying, yeah, our job is next, probably there, John. Because if you think about it, Microsoft sold tons of games, tons of software. Now, software is easy as clicking on a mouse. If I can show it to you, clicking on a mouse or a controller, for example. You buy your games. You don't have to go to the store, wait in line with some screaming kid who wants to buy everything. Parents trying to tell them to be quiet. You don't deal with that. You go home. You're home. Click, click, click. Boom. Your game being downloaded. You can go off, go for a walk, go to the store, whatever. Buy groceries from home. Your game will be downloaded and playing it. Now those days of going to the store, new releases are gone. We're all gonna sit around our Xbox and wait for the midnight release. Yeah, yay, confetti. No. I remember going to a midnight release for a Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3. It was a great one. It was a great time too. We had a soldier who was dressed in military fatigues and having thinking I think it was a M16 or whatever, what it was. And of course, it had no cartridge, it had no rounds in there. He brought it in. He was allowed to bring it in there and walk around with it. In a small area where GameStop was. Outside the store, obviously, but in the mall, and it was pretty cool. And Halo or Halo Reach and games like that. Modern Warfare 2, I bought on PlayStation 3. I mean, those days are gone, guys. We have to worry about. We now have to worry about our games bugging out, or just downloading games now on full price instead of having you know midnight releases and midnight party with friends. Yeah, I'm downloading the game, Larry. I'm on the phone with them right now downloading this game. Yay. No. There's no longer interaction anymore. This proves my point, folks. I've been saying this for years. If you want if you want the digital revolution, you will take the consequences that come with it. And now we're seeing people losing their jobs. People are going to lose the ability to pay because now Microsoft, screw you peasants. You worked here 10, 15, 20 years. We can't send you home forever. Now, maybe you get a severance package, probably. If you live in Seattle or California, where you live at, probably mostly in Seattle, it's pretty expensive. I mean, you got to think up, I can call John at the logging company and get a job hauling logs now. I mean, at that Waffle House, that's your career now. Now, these people will probably get jobs somewhere else, hopefully. But I don't think it's programmed. I think it's people, in the back who are putting the games, and of course, this is done by machine, and they get the stuff and they put the games into a box and they put it aside, and the loaders come by and load it up. It could be all those jobs gone because it says, I read one account. It says a physical game, a division or department. I mean, all the physical game people from Microsoft, Activision, So it tells me, folks, there's something seriously wrong here. There's something seriously wrong with the situation. And I think people just need to understand this. Understand that yes, this new form of getting media is costing jobs now. 8 track tapes, cassettes, CDs, yeah, it's great people lose their jobs. But the game industry is bigger than all of that. You got to think of it. Back in the 80s, the game industry has beat and destroyed the movie revenue. And it still has to this day and has never been challenged. Titanic sold like $1 billion. Call of Duty Modern Warfare, Call of Duty 4 made 3 times that. Well, Modern Warfare 3 made 3 times that. Modern Warfare 2 made probably 3 times that. There's no such thing. So even if a game makes $100 million first opens or comes out, the game's gonna go on and on, sell. You only see Titanic once in a while, once in a theater, and you might get it at home, watch it again, but you're not constantly paying the developer. You're playing games like a World of Warcraft or games like that, MMOs that require, or even Fortnite, constantly paying the developer money. So you're giving them tons of money. So the revenue is always there. And I think disc-based games are good, but now disc-based games are becoming no more than key lock codes. I've been saying this a long time. People bought the Battlefield game. People bought. Think of Modern Warfare 2 as well too. And it's like only 20 megabytes. I think on Battlefield or Call of Duty, one of the two didn't really matter. I think it was probably Battlefield. 20 megabytes just to unlock the game, and the rest came from the download. So you're just spinning as the key code just to unlock the game. Now they're getting rid of that. Microsoft's saying, you know what? No, our games are on Steam. Our games are being played on refrigerators and TVs and watches and smartphones and smart watches and bathroom mirrors that have connectivity. If it connects to the internet, we can shove a damn freaking Xbox app on there. That's what they're doing. You be in a shower playing Halo. On the crap taking a job playing Halo. I mean, you be in the mirror shaving yourself, playing Halo or Diablo, whatever you're playing. You can do all that. But that's in the house of tomorrow. But I'm telling you guys, I mean, I've been saying this a long time. I've been saying this for many, 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 many years. That this is not something that we just take lightly. The revolution of this is coming ahead. And 1,900 people losing their jobs now, more losing their jobs now. And a side note, GameStop is closing 500 stores and closed more this year. They got rid of the NFT program, non-fungible currency, the bitcoins, because they finally realized 6 months after they got into it, the market collapsed because GameStop is stupid. If they got into it 6 months earlier, they probably could have made 200 million or made back the money that they put $100 million into it. As a side note, because GameStop sells used games, and Microsoft closing down the used pipeline of their physical games, there goes GameStop. But GameStop, rumors is, are going to try to become an online retailer. Why, when you have places like Lowe's, Home Depot, and Amazon, and Walmart, for example, on there already? But side note, no one cared about GameStop anymore. The point is, I mentioned GameStop because they were the biggest seller of Xbox used games. 360 era. I mean, you go in there and buy Halo 3. I bought one that was, it was, it was a Spanish speaking game, the Latino. I had to go get a different copy because I couldn't even understand what it was saying. But it's just one of those things, right? So you buy a used game, you take a chance. But it's just one of those things, right? It's one of those things that you just don't know. And I think people just need to understand that Microsoft is laying people off because they are literally running on a battlefield, no pun intended, launching a campaign to end physical media. Physical gaming, guys, is gone. Microsoft has fired the shot. Buy the video games now, because when Halo 6 or 7 comes out, only on Game Pass only, or Steam, or maybe because Xbox is going that way. Okay, Microsoft is going the way of having just a set-top box that lights up, that Xbox controller or a TV that lights up, and you get updates to that. It's cheaper, and they'll make more money on software than they ever do on hardware. It's taken almost 20 something years to find realizing this. And now, when they get rid of the physical game division, all the games will come to the pipeline of what? Game Pass. Means you're buying games full price, or you're buying Game Pass to save some money to buy it full price. Either way, folks, you're buying Game Pass. You got to play online? We'll put Game Pass on there. PC, you can get away with it, I do believe. On Steam anyway. But you're paying a game anyway. But Xbox app, you probably have to have Game Pass anyway, play online anyway. Because they want everybody to buy Game Pass. And even if they make Game Pass online free, you still have to have Game Pass anyway to play the games anyway. So they make online free, you still have to have that tether called Game Pass hooked into you, like Cyberpunk, hooked into your wrist here to access the games that you want to play. So essentially, meaning online play futile because it doesn't matter anymore. Like with Battlefield and games like Battlefield and Back for Blood and a lot of these games that are online only, doesn't matter. You have to have internet anyway. You're paying somebody some money, so why are they gonna worry about it? They're not gonna worry about it. They're gonna charge you, whatever they want, and you're gonna pay it because you have no choice. That's the way it is, folks. I'm sorry. That's just the way it is, my friends. I mean, and I hate to burst your bubbles here. I hate to burst your bubble and break into some kind of weird thing here, but that's just the way it is right now. We are in a world now where you owning anything and everything except your own mind is no longer happening. So you better get used to the fact that you no longer own any games. I've been saying this, guys, for a long time, since back 2016, 2018, that Microsoft is doing this. They're going to get rid of their physical games, all digital, and then everybody started and how wrong I was. Now you're seeing it. Soon, Sony may follow suit a little bit, and Nintendo might. You think those little Game Pass cost cheap? You think those blue discs cost cheap? No. You can buy a PS6 that's fully digital, have maybe 4 terabytes of SSD that cost you probably, as much as the console cost. But you know what though? Once again, welcome to digital distribution. So guys, how do you feel by this? Comment down below. How do you feel about Microsoft going, and getting rid of 1,900 employees of their Xbox, Activision, and Blizzard, gaming division, physical division, a physical gaming division? Comment below, guys. I like to hear your comments and have a discussion about this later on. But side note, GameStop is closing 500 stores. None in my area. I don't know for sure. I haven't heard anything in my area yet. A friend of mine who worked at GameStop, they haven't said anything yet, but they're writing down the wall, guys, at GameStop. And if you have friends who work there, you want to tell them to get the resume ready because it's getting to the point now where, yeah, it's looking pretty dire. GameStop is finally going to go probably only online. One of their distribution. Get out of the last little one in Texas. GameStop, they might be around, but only GameStop kind of thing. So guys, like, subscribe, notification, ring that bell, guys. Share my video. You guys have been doing awesome with that. I love you guys tremendously. All you guys come and go as you please. I have no problem with that. Like I said, I do this for fun. Um, in February, I'll take a little vacation in February. Again, like I said, I'm taking vacations here and there, taking some time off myself. I said I was gonna make a video on the 27th, but I jumped the gun because it's pretty big news. I wanted to get it out there before it got stale or got repetitive, whatever else about. So, apologize, guys. So my hold off on my 27th video. But yeah, I appreciate you guys, taking time watching my video. If you're out there, hey, how you guys doing? Like, subscribe, notification, ring that bell. I appreciate you guys' feedback. Thank you guys. Appreciate it. God bless all you.